guys, so I'm here for my 11th week pregnancy update and I am 11 days, I'm 11 weeks and 5 days. One of the things I was going to talk about is that pregnancy brain has definitely kicked in. Sometimes I'll just be like talking and be like, what was I saying? Or I was about to say something and be like, I have no idea what I was saying. So pregnancy brain has definitely kicked in, and it's been bad for me because after you have a kid, you have mom brain, and then if you have a kid and you're pregnant, combine mom brain with pregnancy brain, and you just don't even know what's going on. So that's where I'm at right now. So I am 11 weeks and 5 days, and I am just gonna go right ahead into everything that's happened and my symptoms and stuff. And I was gonna say that I have another ultrasound next week. I will be, that will put me at 12 weeks and 2 days. I forget like what kind of screen, it was like a test. It was a check to see if the baby had any abnormal defects, I think, and they're going to do an ultrasound for that. I don't remember ever doing that with Arias. I don't know if it's like a new thing or I just didn't get it last time. I have no idea. I cannot remember the name. And I'm also getting another test in to check to see if the baby has Down syndrome, that kind of stuff, and that will be a blood test. But I'm pretty sure the ultrasound is because they just want to make sure everything's fine and everything like that. So I agreed to do that and I get another ultrasound, so that will be exciting, and hopefully the baby will look more like a baby and not so much a little nugget. So I'm really excited for that. As far as my symptoms this week, my face has been breaking out. Oh my god, it drives me crazy. I hate when my face breaks out. It broke out when I was pregnant with Aria, and even with, I remember when the pregnancy with Aria, I even broke out on my shoulders too. It was just so gross. Like there was like bumps and pimples and all that disgusting stuff right here. So I'm hoping it's not as bad as when I was pregnant with Aria, but I've started to break out. I feel like once one pimple goes away and I've treated one pimple, another one comes up. So this week it's this lovely one right here. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not because I cover up my face. I'm just like, I've always had I've been really lucky with my skin. I will take pride in myself when I say that because I've had really good skin. I've never like had acne. I've had like pimples and zits every now and then, but I've always had a really clear face. So when I get pimples, I get really insecure with my face, and I'm like trying to cover it with concealer and foundation and BB cream, and I'm just like, please go away. But you know, it's just my hormones. I just need to realize that my hormones are kicking in, and you know, everything's changing in my body. My face is a lot more oilier, so all I can do is really wash my face and treat it with like pimple, even when I use like those pimple treatments, they never work anyway. So it's just something you have to deal with. My skin is more sensitive, which is probably why my skin has been breaking out. Like I feel like my whole body is like so itchy and so dry, and I've been putting coconut oil everywhere on my body, especially my boobs, my thighs, my hips, and my stomach, just to really moisturize my skin, and just put lotion every time I get out of the bath. When my pores are open, I make sure to lather up with the lotion just so my skin gets that moisture. And I'm probably gonna get more stretch marks just because stretch marks kind of run in our family, and I just know I'm prone to get them. But you know, I'm still gonna make sure my skin isn't like super itchy and like super dry because it really bothers me. And also it's pretty cold here in North Carolina, so that's probably another thing as well. I've been like trying to be really healthy, drinking a lot of water, eating the healthiest foods possible. So I'm not a salad person, but since I'm pregnant, I've been like craving salads. So I'm like eating salads, eating more vegetables, you know, that kind of stuff, and I'm just trying to be more aware. And kind of brings me to my next point, is that I want to start walking again. It's pretty cold. I mean, I could probably get out there and walk, but I was just worried about Aria, and I was thinking about getting a gym membership, but why would I pay a gym membership if I'm just going to use a treadmill? So I'm really hoping it gets like warmer in North Carolina so Aria and I can start going on our walks again. And only thing is that our jogging stroller, the tires are flat, so we need to buy a bike pump or whatever to pump up the tires. But I'm like really anxious. Like I just want to go walk. I just want to go walk, and I know that I can jog, but I don't know. I'll just have to work myself up and see how I'm feeling, because I don't want to like strain myself. I just want to work out. I just want to be healthy. I just want to be fit. With Aria, I exercise zilch. I might have went on like a couple walks. Like it was bad. Like I don't think I ever talked about it in my pregnancy vlogs, but I was really unhealthy when I mean, I wasn't I guess I shouldn't say I was unhealthy. I just didn't eat the best, and I just didn't exercise. I guess that would be unhealthy, but it wasn't like I was like huge because I ate so much. I guess I would be considered unhealthy, but I just want to be more aware of this pregnancy and more healthier, more fit, get out there and walk. You know, I found a gym that would watch Aria while I work out. But like I said, I don't want to spend, it would be up to $100, and I would only be using the treadmill when I can just go outside and, you know, find a trail and walk that. So, I mean, it's kind of pointless. But if it doesn't get warmer, I might be almost tempted to buy a gym membership because I just want to walk. I just really miss when I was like really fit in the summer and, you know, I was exercising a lot and I just felt really, really good. I want to feel that again. So that's why I'm going on a whole spiel about this. My nausea is totally gone. Like I might have it sometimes where I'm feeling like kind of icky, but not as bad as it was like in the beginning. So I've been really thankful for that. I'm really happy that the nausea has gone away. And it was weird because it started, I don't know if this was like a coincidence or not, but it started going away once I started taking iron pills. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but as soon as I started taking iron pills plus my prenatals, I felt good again. I felt like I wasn't sick. I wasn't nauseous. I don't know if that has anything to do with the iron or not. But I'm known to be like anemic, so that's why I take the extra iron. I weighed myself today because I haven't weighed myself in a while, and I weigh 118 pounds. Which is kind of, I don't know how that happened because at my doctor's office, unless my scale is totally wrong, but at my doctor's office I was 124, and well, I also had my boots on then too, so I had more clothing on, so I think that kind of put the scale off a little bit. But I don't know if it's because I've been eating really, really healthy, and maybe I'm just still, I don't know if that's really healthy to lose weight while you're pregnant. I know it happens like when you're like going through your morning sickness stage, but I don't know if I lost some more weight or what happened, but I'm 118 pounds, which is also like why I have like no belly. Like I don't even, like I'm not bloated at all. So usually like around this time girls will be bloated, so then it makes them look more pregnant than they really are. And that happened when I was pregnant with Aria, but this time around I haven't been too bloated for the past 2 or 3 weeks, so I look like I am not pregnant at all, which I guess is good, because I don't want to look like that awkward stage where you're like, is she pregnant, or is she just like, she just ate too much lunch, or you know that awkward stage. So I don't know, I really have no belly. I know there's a baby in there, it's just I've been like worried. I'm like, I'm not showing yet and I'm just like so tiny, should I be worried? So maybe I'll talk about it with my doctor, because it's something that I'm like a little worried about. I'm like, should I be losing weight? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I couldn't think of anything else for those weeks, so I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my 11, almost 12 week belly. Okay, so here's with my sweatshirt on. I have a little pooch with my sweatshirt. You can see it a little bit. This is with the shirt up. Well, maybe you guys can see it a little bit better then. Here's my 11th week belly. So I have a little bump. It's really, really hard. So I know that's like where my uterus is. Like my uterus is getting higher and higher, and it's just really hard. So I know like once the baby grows some more, my stomach will really show. So yeah, I have a little tiny bump for 11 weeks. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.